welcome to Dating and Development. If you know who I am, you know who I am. If you don't know who I am, now you know. Before we get started, I have a mangina the size of the Marianas Trench. I'm going to get that out there for everyone, just so you know. Before we get started, we have a word from our sponsor.
Cheers!
Thank you. I'm not going to keep this one too long for today. Yesterday's video was about 20 minutes. In around 1945, we all know what happened then. However, this is not an article analysis. What we're talking about is women have it much easier in dating as opposed to men. And why is that? Purely because men these days are becoming absolute simps. You know, and the definition of a simp has been blown out way out of proportion. Way out of proportion. And what really a simp is that someone who does something for a girl just so they'll notice him, but nothing happens. He does it to expect her to like him. You know, it's like Rick and Morty with the nice guy going, "Oh, I don't know, Rick. Oh, I was being so nice to you." As it stamps with the heads like, how many times I was nice until, you know, the good stuff happens in the bedroom. But men are being simps to girls, and it's not a good place to be. The least not to mention is that social media has really messed up everything. And I'm talking about dating too. It's really messed up dating because of the advent of Tinder Bumble, where women have the power to match first. The advert always comes up on my YouTube videos. And the thing is that these women will swipe through these guys, and they have so many options at their fingertips. You know, oh, this guy is not, he's not tall enough. Nah, next. And they keep doing it to have their fix, to find their cake and eat it too. And getting at that, you see, a woman who is not amazing looking, so to speak, let's say, you know, 5 or 6, we'll say 5 or 6, she'll have a whole heap of more options than a guy who is a 5 or 6. Because if you're a 5 or 6 on Tinder, you're going to get very little matches. Take me on that. You'll get very little matches. If your photos are not good enough, very little matches. But if you're not good looking enough on Tinder, you can kiss those matches goodbye. Oh, but wait, a woman who's a 5 or a 6 can have about 50 to 60 matches in one day. She has all these options and her mind is oversaturated with choice. She has so much choice. And men don't. Women say men have it easier. We don't. We absolutely don't. Also, let's take for instance with you know, Offset and Cardigan, and you know, he did the entanglement with someone else, and she divorces him. You know, flipperoo, where you have Jada Smith cheating on Will. Oh, you go, girl. Oh, yeah, you do what's right. But men does it. Oh, no. You know, separate him. Separate his A double dollar signs. You know what I'm saying? Have to dance around the words. It's not necessarily fair. And that goes too with Instagram. If a woman has, you know, 500 followers, that's 5, and those are guys who are, you know, thirsting over her. That's a lot more. She has a lot more options than a guy who has 500 followers. No one will be thirsting over him. Women have it much, much easier because men are a lot more visual. Men want the V because of testosterone. It's what we want. It's what we want. Well, little does women have it easier when it comes to dating, but also it can be in life. You know, you're thinking of let's just say the false accusations put a little French spin on it. Oui, oui, ha ha ha, sacre bleu, voulez-vous? That if she does that to a man, his life is over. He loses his career. The whole 9 yards. Bish bash bosh. Take care, Garnier. Now, if a man falsely accuses her, it's kind of like, now, you want about be a man? Be a man. Even in life, men, we have the burden of performance, you know. Because it's kind of going in line with the Dr. Sean T. Smith's book, The Tactical Guide to Women. Read this book back in 2018. It was a fantastic read. Absolute fantastic read. Now, he kind of goes and says, you have your man card and your woman card. And I'm only paraphrasing this now. It's been quite a while since I've read the book. Getting into it is that when you're a woman, you don't have to prove that you are a woman. You just are. You know, you have the voluptuous chesticles. Yikes. The voluptuous chesticles. You have the vagine. You know you're a woman. However, a man has to earn his place in society. He has to earn his place in life. You know, we're not a man unless we have a good job. You know, we know how to act. We can take care of things. We can do this. We can do that. We can do the other. There's a whole list of criteria, I feel, for men we have to achieve in order to be seen as a man. However, for women, because she has what people would consider being a woman in society, with the chesticles and everything else, they have it. They're getting off scot-free, you know. They say women have it easier, men have it harder than women. Not the case. Not the case at all, because a woman going back to dating who could be not very attractive, 5 or 6, she has the options of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10s. However, the men who is a 5 or touching on a 6 has the options of much lower women, unless he has extremely tight game and status, which is the thing, because women don't date down. They don't. They'll have fun with a guy who, you know, is below them in terms of education or wage and that. They'll have fun with them, but would they consider being with that person a long time? No. And in before everyone says, but dating and development, you don't know what women are really like. I've seen it. I have seen it. I've been on the receiving end of women wanting to go higher. They've gone higher with me. And I'm not talking about to the moon, to the stars. I'm talking about in the fact that I was seen as a better option than the person they were currently with. I've witnessed it. But a man who is not very attractive does not have that many options. And then the thing is, when women, say, of a 5 or 6, seeps the guy who's a 10, because the guy will seep down. He'll seep down, you know, just to get his fix. And she'll see, oh my god, like, he's a 10. I totally deserve a 10 right now. All my life, I deserve one. But you don't. You don't. It's so skewed in the sense that people who think they're the bee's knees in terms of attractiveness, even though they're not, they deserve much higher. Gone are the days where, you know, the hot people say the hot people, mediocre, and that it's totally skewed. It's more the sense that women who think they're amazing, now, before, again, not all women are bad. I don't think that. I just see them as people. I don't dislike women, not at all. I love them very much, trust me. I like the ladies, don't get me wrong. But it's getting into a mentality that those who are not very attractive can get with guys who are much more attractive, and they go for the other guys, but they're skipping over everyone else who are lower on the same level. And those guys could be absolutely fantastic guys, but good men in society aren't appreciated anymore. I've noticed myself, by being a small bit of an a-hole, I've got a lot more success with terms of with women in the past. It works. That's how it is. The nice guy gets walked all over. Now, there's a difference between a nice guy who's actually genuinely a nice person, as opposed to a nice guy who has a hidden agenda just by being nice. Big difference. But men do have it harder than women in dating. It's against them. Not surprised why men go off and do their own thing and leave the dating scene. Because it's hard for guys who are not in the top 5, 10, 20%. It's not easy for them. It really isn't. And it's an absolute shame, because I've seen genuinely good guys out there who want a girl and they don't understand why. And it's crap. It really is. And I'm not surprised why men go in their own direction and go in that group. Now, me, would I be a guy who goes in their own direction? No. It's not for me. I know people advocate it, but it's just not for me, because I like the ladies. It is what it is. It is what it is. So the thing is, guys, if you want to have some success with women, you put yourself first. You work out, improve your finances, improve your education. Like, literally, I've improved my finances so much, I have 6 times more money than I did this time last year, purely from saving and knowing how to get a bit more money. It's insane. It really is. So you gotta keep at it, guys. You gotta keep the self-improving. Improve yourself, the ladies will come. Chase after the ladies, they will go. As the saying goes, you lose money by chasing women, but you never lose women by chasing money. So put your purpose and your life's mission first. Work on that. I know I wasn't going to keep this for too long, but it's like 11 and a half minutes now. So that's all I have for today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I've got 8 subscribers. Thank you so much who's subscribing. Really, really appreciate it. That keeps pushing me forward. I see the numbers go up. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. God bless. All the best, and be better. Until then.